What is up, guys? Arm here today, and today I have for you part 10, the final part of the Blade and Soul leveling guide here, the new remastered one. Today we're going to go levels 49 to 50, finish off the guide here in 1 hour and 46 minutes, taking the total time of 1 to 50 to 10 hours and 42 minutes. So we were about 2.5 hours ahead of the last time we did this series, so that's pretty cool. The new updates save you a whole bunch of time in leveling up the new character. Anyway, so what you saw here is we fast traveled from the Red Tea Room, returning the last quest over to this new story area here in the main city of Zyway, where we have to go and infiltrate this base and infiltrate the base, and then go ahead and meet up with the fake Emperor, the Emperor's aide over here. So all you got to do is basically sneak around and not get caught by the guards. Just follow the guy around in there, and you'll avoid all the problems. You won't run into anything. Just don't try and be a hero. Don't try and do anything stupid. I know it takes a while to just wait for him to go through all his dialogue, but yeah, you just got to go through it. You'll get a new soul shield at the end of that, so go ahead and put on your new soul shield, and yeah, basically that's that. Pop a health potion if you're low. I was low, but just went for it anyway, trying to go fast. This area here in the House of Pleasures, you're where Soha's brother's gonna be talking to you in here and sending you through this area. You're basically trying to get to an assassin at the end who has a set of notes for you. So just go ahead and kill off each room and go ahead and get the note from him. He's going to give you a new ring. Make sure you put on the new ring, and it's going to send you over to this place where you need to rescue battle monks. The battle monks, after you rescue them, there's only 2 now. It used to be 5, and there used to be a lot more enemies. You used to have to wait for it there. Anyway, so after you do that, and it's down to 2, so it's faster now. So go ahead and kill the enemies that spawn. This part of the quest takes forever to do. It takes a long, long time. He spawns them 2 at a time. You got to wait for every single one to get spawned. You're probably looking at about 3, 4, 5. Maybe that's probably a little low on that end. Probably about 10 minutes here, really, as you're waiting for all these people to spawn. And so anyway, after the Force Master lady gets spawned, she's the last one. So go ahead and clear off the enemies, and then go to each of these anchors that are spawned here. Go ahead and kill the enemies that are there. 3 of them. 2 die, 1 doesn't. So kill the 2 and get the other one down to 1 health. When the other one falls down to 1 health, move on to the next anchor to spawn the next set, because the one with 1 health will die, and then the anchor will break. You don't need to do anything. This boss can see you through stealth if you're an assassin, so you're not going to have an easy time just DPSing this guy down. However, it's not too bad of a fight, especially when Soha's brother shows up. He goes ahead and puts out a lot of DPS onto the boss. After that, fast travel back to the central garrison, talk to him, and he's going to send you over to interrogate a prisoner. Interrogate the prisoner. When he comes down, talk to him. You can't meet him on the stairs, even though the quest marker says so. You have to wait for him to come down. You're going to fast travel to the Talus dungeon. In the Talus dungeon, go ahead and talk to him. When you walk through the gate, it's going to take you right to the boss fight. Only has 100,000 health, so it's super easy to go ahead and finish this guy off. And yeah, so after that, you're going to fast travel back to the Royal Chambers, and at the Royal Chambers, you're going to turn in the quest, collect your reward, and head back over to the main little place that we were in earlier for the stealth mission, except this time we're going to go guns blazing, go ahead and fight everyone in. There are 3 sets of bosses here. There's that first one there, the Winter Main mini-boss thing. Then there's these 2 guys here. They're not bad at all. They only got, I think, about 60,000 health. So it's not terrible, especially at this point in the game. You should be able to handle it pretty well. You're going to go ahead and arrest this guy, and when you get to the end over here, they're going to give you a new soul shield. No, that's a lie. You're going to give you a new necklace. So put the new necklace on. Increase your stats a little bit. Here you need to type /charge, so if you don't want to have to look and see what you do. This is like the best change that they made in the whole remaster from the Secrets of the Stratos update. That part right there, where you just have to guess the lanterns and then figure out which lantern it was. If you didn't get it right, you had to fight the guy, and then the guy respawned every time you got it wrong. Best change they made in the whole game. You only have to kill the guy once and click the lantern. Anyway, that's my own little biased opinion there. After you go ahead and beat Jin Seon, she somehow comes back and sends you into the Shadow Realms, which is kind of interesting, considering how easy of a fight it is at this point in the game. They haven't really balanced it very well. But anyway, this boss, you need to use the flamethrowers to take down his shield. So just basically be chilling by the flamethrowers until it goes. You really don't do enough damage to this to be worth spending your time DPSing it. So flamethrower it, and then move back. Flamethrower, move back. And eventually your teammates there will knock him out. So after the boss is down, go ahead and continue through the little dungeon area here where there's the secret exit. These guys, try and group them together for your allies, so their AoEs actually do a little bit more damage. It'll save you some time. Save the Emperor here. Spoiler alert, but you'll find out next mission anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then this guy, pick up the flamethrower that's to the side. And when you pick up that flamethrower, go ahead and use it on the boss, Gurmbong, I can't pronounce it, to go ahead and get a little more damage on him than using your own skills. For this quest, just go ahead and it's /rage, I believe, on Jin Seon there, so to save yourself a little bit of time. After that, you complete that quest. The Masters of the Eight decide to save you. You are the chosen one. So you got to go ahead and head on up to the Snow Forest Monastery. This is one of the more annoying walks in the game. It's a long walk, very little sprint reach end. This quest also takes a long period of time to complete, but it's really critical to the story, so I guess it's well done. But this is my like 8th time playing through, so I'm kind of over it. Anyway, all you have to do on this part is just go ahead and kill the assassins as they spawn. So nothing too crazy there. They spawn right after you get out of the pagoda, before the bridge. Immediately after the bridge, 2 spawn by this tree up there. You saw me waiting for those. 2 more spawn in front of you. Then you kill the 3 that charge it here. Then you have the 1 boss over here with about 80,000 health to go ahead and finish off. After that, they're all going to talk for a little bit, so go ahead and do some surveys if you got some inventory management, maybe play with your received items, I don't know, maybe browse the web, because you got about 2 minutes of dialogue there you have to wait through. After that, you're going to send into this little pagoda over here, and you have to kill this mini-boss at the end. He's got about 80,000 health, I think, as well. Just go ahead and knock him out, pick up the baby, give it to him, and that'll complete that quest, giving you the level up to 49. So now you're going to fast travel back to Snow Forest Monastery, which is being taken over. You got to kill 6 assassins and rescue 2 monks, I think, which is way, way better. Actually, I don't even think you need to kill the assassins anymore. I think you just got to rescue the 5 monks. After you rescue the monks, though, you're going to go to this place and you got to kill 10 of these guys. It's not too bad. They spawn 1 at a time, so just kill 10. Try and meet them. They go clockwise around the little pavilion here, so just like go one, next one, like around in a clockwise fashion to go ahead and kill these guys as they spawn. After that, that'll complete the quest. Go ahead and talk to him, and he'll give you a wind stride point to the next area. Before, you used to have to walk that. It was about 10 minutes of walking you to get through to get over to that place, so it's a great save of time now. Great way to save time now. After that, you're just going to basically make your way to the next quest point as fast as possible. With this assassin, you can just stealth through enemies and just run faster in stealth, so that's pretty cool. Other classes just try to use your gap closers efficiently to make your way across as fast as possible. The enemies aren't worth enough experience to be doing those side quests or fighting. Go ahead and pick up the Gong Folly quest here. You need to save these 2 guys, even though the quest marker's at the end. You need to save these guys because they spawn the enemy in here that you need to fight to continue along your way. So anyway, yeah, continue along your way to this Hall of a Gong. Fight a Gong. I think you have to knock them all the way down, but you have the help, so it's not too bad. After that, you're going to get the fast travel point that you were just at, that you passed by at the start, to give you a quest turn in. You're also going to get the Lucent Bracelet. Or is it the... I don't know which bracelet it is. You get a bracelet, though. So go ahead and put on the bracelet. I think the Lucent Bracelet's later. You get the Ivory Moon Bracelet, actually, for that one. So put on the Ivory Moon Bracelet to increase your damage. Kill these enemies around the tree first. That way, when you run away, you don't have to fight them on your way out. It saves you some time. So she doesn't get stuck on the enemies. Like, see right here, she would have gotten stuck. Again, kill those 2 enemies before she gets there. And then she gets here and continues along the dialogue. So the dialogue plays out. Jung Hado comes over the wall like a superhero to come save the day. He's got to save his princess. She opens it up, and then it's not there, so you got to keep going. That's why you killed these 2 guys, so they just move ahead. You get ambushed about midway to the next point, so kill the enemies that ambush you. One of them has a lot more health than the others, so go ahead and finish him off. After this dialogue plays out, just go ahead and DPS this boss down. He's got 200,000 health, so it's not a super easy fight, but it's basically just a sponge. He doesn't do enough damage to really be threatening you. After the dialogue plays out, take the portal back. Even though it gives you the fast travel point, the portal puts you closer to the dialogue point. They're going to send you to go and pick up some flowers, so go ahead and pick up the flowers. Yeah, there's one that spawns over there. You saw me, but someone had already taken it on the world, so if that happens, you can just switch channels like you saw me do right there and pick up the same one twice. It'll save you some time. Head on back in over here, talk to her. You're going to get ambushed. Kill the 2 mini-bosses at the first, then you're going to get attacked by like 6 guys at once, kill those guys. And then you have 1 main boss here, about 200,000 health. Just go ahead and knock him down. Super easy. After that, you're going to give it a fast travel point instead of having to walk there again, so it saves you about 2 minutes of walking, which is super nice. Kill 5 of these guys instead of 7 that it used to be, which is also nice. They lowered that a little bit. And before, you used to also have to check back in before you went to the next area, but now it just sends you right to the next area, which saves you even more time. Make your way across, use gap closures efficiently. Here I got stuck on the little part of the wall that you can't jump over, which is unfortunate. Anyway, so at this base camp, you're going to get a fast travel point to the Shrieking Caverns. Take the fast travel point. Go right on into the Shrieking Caverns. Ignore the warning that comes up. You don't plan on doing the boss at the end. It's just telling you that you're going to get destroyed by the boss. So just disregard it. Go ahead and play through the little dialogue bit here. Use the flame thing. Then you have to kill the wraiths here that spawn. So go ahead and kill them. And then you have to use the fire bit on the pillars. The first and third contain enemies, and the second and fourth contain Dochin and Chungin. Not Dochin, his kid. What's his name? I can't remember. Chungin and this kid. Dochin's kid. Anyway, So the second and fourth are the ones to save the guys, but you need to open them all anyway, so it's whether you want to save the 2 guys first or fight the 2 enemies first. Here, they're going to give you the fast travel to the next point, so I decided to do inventory management and do some market sales and stuff here. You can also just go ahead and run to it, but since it gives you the fast travel point, you might as well take that time to do some inventory management, sell some stuff on the market that you've been picking up, because you're just going to be able to fast travel right to it anyway. Play through this dungeon, kill a couple of the enemies, wait for the dialogue to pan out, and it's going to give you the next fast travel point, and you're going to be about a minute away. So what I did here is did a little more inventory management, checked my received items to see what sorts of toys I got, looked forwards to my crafting guilds and stuff that I could play through. But anyway, when the time elapsed, went ahead and fast traveled to the next area. You're better off waiting for that fast travel. It's about a 2.5, 3 minute walk, so better off just saving the time. So after that, you need to kill 3 guys and then grab one of the sacks. So go ahead and do that. Super easy. Just kill a group them together, burst them down, and pick up one of the sacks. So anyway, in Northreach, you're going to turn in the quest. It's going to give you a fast travel point. Do not take this fast travel point. That's my first problem here. I wanted to see when I was running this if taking the fast travel point gave you these 2 quest markers along the way. It does not, so you do need to run up this hill in order to get it. So it is not worth taking the fast travel point. So do not do as I do in that video. Kill these guys. Grouping them together is super easy. They weren't grouping for me for some reason, so that was kind of unfortunate. Go ahead and kill the enemies there, and then beat down this boss. He's got about 120,000 health, so not too bad of a fight. Then make sure you don't screw up here on those jumps, because if you do screw up on those jumps, you need to redo the entire dungeon again. So you're better off saving your stamina than if you think you're going to be close. It's better off saving your stamina than risking it. You saw here I screwed this bit up too. It's going to spawn you in front of this little pagoda. Go inside of the pagoda, watch the cutscene play out, and then run down the hill. Even though the quest marker tells you to run down the hill right at the start, it will not work. When the quest marker goes away, come back up the hill, and then you have to wait again. But that's also a lie, as you saw right there, because I had to go down and listen to her again. So you need to wait for that quest to play out, and then you can go back up the hill, and then it'll go through. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know why the quest marker jumps like that. So yeah, just wait for the quest, the cinematics to play out in each of those parts before you move again. Alright, so you're going to get the fast travel point back here. Talk to him, but not talk, just enter his circle, and then the dialogue plays out, so you don't need to pay attention to it. You can go ahead and do some more inventory management, clear some space out, and go ahead and up here and talk to these guys. When you do that, you're going to get another quest to go sign a letter, so go ahead, sign the letter, and then you're going to get a fast travel point back to Heaven's Reach, I do believe. No, Bamboo Village first. Village, go ahead and talk to the people here that you've met throughout the story, so the kid you saved, the girl's kid you saved. They're going to send you up onto the monastery up here on top of the mountain, the little Heaven's Reach area. So up there, you're going to go ahead and offer the ceremonial food, turn in the quest, and fly back to Northreach. Get to Northreach, you're going to talk to her. She's going to send you down to open the magical gate over here. This gate is what begins the beginning of the end. It summons all the people to go ahead and save the day. So head on back over to the place that was occupied earlier in the story where you did the flashback in time. You're going to go and talk to the Swift Riders over there. They're going to send you on up to the main anchor up there. You're going to go back into this like ghost form, where you can go ahead and spy on Jinsoon, but she'll go ahead and catch you and send you back. For this part, do not open up any menus or anything along those lines during that part where she captures you, because if you do, it will it'll crash your game. And I don't know why, but it does. So anyway, after you head back through the portal and go to the portal back to the Zyway Ruins, that'll complete the story and get you level 50 in 11 hours and 42 minutes. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you found this video useful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Got a lot of great stuff on the channel, and yeah, I'll see you at the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.